Welcome to Wealth Hustle 247 podcast, your trusted guide to financial literacy, business innovation, and entrepreneurial success. Learn how to grow your wealth, make informed decisions, and turn your ideas into profitable ventures.
Want to start making money online without spending a dime? In this episode, we reveal proven strategies and real opportunities that anyone can start today to earn income from the comfort of home. Whether you're a beginner or just looking for extra cash, this guide shows you how to turn your time and skills into money online. No investment needed. Fire don't wait. Your online income journey starts now.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're tackling, I think, one of the biggest paradoxes of the modern economy.
It's a huge one.
We've gone through a massive stack of sources to distill it down to this one question. How do you actually start earning money online without putting down a single dollar of capital?
It really does sound like a myth, doesn't it? But our sources all confirm it. The 21st century digital economy has just fundamentally lowered those traditional barriers.
We're talking location, formal education.
And the big one, upfront capital, it's gone. So our mission for you today is pretty simple. To give you the strategic playbook to leverage what you already have, your time, your creativity, your skills, to generate that first real income stream.
And we have to set the ground rules right away because no investment, it comes with a pretty big catch, right?
A very heavy caveat.
When we say no investment, it does not mean no effort. Our sources are crystal clear on this. The initial currency here is your time, your effort, and, well, your consistency.
You're substituting financial risk with personal discipline. You're effectively investing yourself.
And successful people, they do eventually reinvest, right? Once they're earning.
Precisely. They use that initial income to buy software or run ads for growth. But, and this is key, only after the idea has been validated. It's pure risk mitigation.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. So before we jump into the tactics and the platforms, let's talk about mindset. Because without the right framework, all the tactics in the world are going to fail.
They will. The material really breaks this down into 4 core principles. The first one, and you could argue it's the most important, is that value comes first.
Meaning you have to actually solve a problem for someone.
Exactly. You only generate income if you solve a problem, entertain, educate, or help someone get to a goal. If you're just focused on your own earnings, you've already lost. It's a service economy.
Okay, so you create value, but people have to see it. That sounds like principle 2. Attention is currency.
It is. You can be the most brilliant writer in the world, but if nobody knows you exist,
You don't have any clients.
you have no customers. The whole game is about building trust and visibility. And the sources stress that the quality of that attention often matters way more than just the sheer volume.
A small, engaged audience is better than a huge, passive one.
A much more subtle but critical distinction. That leads to the third principle, the one that really democratizes this whole thing. Skills can be free to learn.
The internet as a university.
A massive functional university. You can learn high-value skills, SEO, basic design, video editing, without paying a dime in tuition. YouTube, forums, free courses. The only cost is the discipline to actually sit down and learn.
And that discipline, that's the final piece. That takes us to the last principle, the one that, it really separates the earners from the quitters.
Consistency outperforms talent.
Every time. Our sources hammered this point home again and again. Most people just quit too early.
There's this concept in one of the sources called the Valley of Disillusionment. People start, they work for, say, 90 days, see no results, and they stop.
Right before the breakthrough.
Exactly. They didn't fail because the idea was bad. They failed because they stopped right before that consistency would have started to compound and pay off.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate non-financial investment.
Okay, so with that mindset locked in, let's get practical. Let's move from the theory to the actual application. Where do we start?
We start with freelancing. This is the absolute fastest path to cash flow because you're trading a skill you already have for a known rate. The platforms are just a free global marketplace.
And the sources pointed to some really high-demand niches that have zero startup cost. Things like writing and blogging, specifically SEO content.
Which is just content that helps websites get found on Google. Hugely valuable.
Right. And then there's basic graphic design, social media management, virtual assistants, even data entry.
And the strategy here isn't just to, list your services on Upwork or Fiverr. Everyone does that. The real strategic nugget from the sources is to focus obsessively on getting your first 3 positive reviews.
So you're treating that initial work as an investment in your reputation.
An investment in social proof, not revenue. It's a psychological hurdle. You might have to take that first job at a slightly lower rate just to get that 5-star rating.
But once you have it,
Once you have proof that you're reliable, your rates can increase exponentially because clients often value reliability and clear communication even more than raw talent.
okay, so from freelancing, a parallel path is online teaching and tutoring, right? If you have specialized knowledge.
A great option. Platforms like Perply, Cambly, Italki, they all have free registration. You're just trading your expertise for a fee over a video call.
And the edge there isn't just knowing your subject.
No, the analysis shows it's about being the best communicator. Students pay for clarity. They pay for well-structured lesson plans that you could design for free with tools you already have.
But what if someone listening feels like they don't have a high-level skill just yet, but they need to generate that first dollar to, prove to themselves this whole thing is real?
That's where microtasking comes in. It's the lowest entry point possible.
We're talking about platforms like Amazon Mechanical Turk or Clickworker.
Right. Prolific is another good one. And you're doing small, repetitive online jobs. Tagging data, short transcriptions, categorizing images.
The common critique is always that the pay is low, so why do it?
For 3 very strategic reasons. First, it's immediate risk-free cash. Second, it proves the concept. It makes earning online feel real, which fuels your consistency. And third, you can use that small income to finance tiny future needs. A better microphone, a domain name, without ever touching your savings. It's foundational.
Okay, so that covers services trading your time directly for money. But the real scalability, the part that gets exciting, is building an asset that earns while you're not working. Let's shift to content creation.
This is the engine of the whole digital economy, and the platforms are all free to start. YouTube, TikTok, blogging on Medium, podcasting on Anchor. Your phone and your ideas are all the startup capital you need.
And the data shows it's not always the glossiest production that wins. It's the content that solves a really specific, painful problem for a niche audience.
Exactly. How-to tutorials, very specific reviews, deep educational stuff. That's what monetizes well.
Through what? Ad revenue.
That's one. Ad revenue, brand deals, direct fan support through something like Patreon, and the really crucial one for this model, affiliate marketing.
Okay, let's zero in on affiliate marketing because that seems like the purest form of no investment income. You don't need to make a product, ship a product.
Or even store a product. You're simply a trusted referral source. You earn a commission by promoting something you already believe in through a special link. The programs Amazon Associates, ClickBank are all free to join.
So what's the big pitfall here that the sources warn about?
Trust. If you just spam links everywhere, you'll be ignored. Success hinges on only promoting products you genuinely use and believe in. It has to be a real recommendation, not just a sales pitch.
So you're building authority, not just a list of links. Now let's talk about my favorite scalable idea. Selling digital products that cost nothing to produce.
This is truly revolutionary. You create the asset one time, an ebook, a budget template, a social media planner, and you can sell infinite copies.
The cost to produce one more is zero.
Zero. And the tools are free. Google Docs,
Oh.
Canva, a voice recorder. Then you use platforms like Gumroad or Sellfy or an Etsy digital shop to sell them.
The insight there seems to be finding a small, annoying problem in your audience's life and creating a simple guide to fix it.
Yes. And then you bundle. Offer 3 related planners together. It instantly increases the perceived value, and you can charge more.
Okay, these are amazing strategies using free infrastructure, but this is where our deep dive gets really interesting. The sources covered business models people assume need huge capital, but don't. Specifically dropshipping without inventory.
Right. Dropshipping has this reputation for being expensive, needing ad budgets. But the core mechanism is zero investment. You list an item, a customer buys it, your supplier ships it directly to them, and you keep the difference. You never touch the inventory.
So where do you start for free? We're not talking a custom Shopify store yet.
No. You start on free audience platforms. Facebook Marketplace is a perfect testing ground, an Instagram shop. The goal is just to prove that people want a specific item, that's the market validation, before you spend a dime.
So you're managing customer service risk, not financial risk. What about creating a paid community or expert group?
That's a great extension of content creation. If you have deep knowledge in an obscure field, you can monetize that expertise with a subscription. And the platforms WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord are free.
You're charging for access?
For access, for exclusive content, for weekly mentorship. But the sources are clear. You have to niche down and promise a transformation, not just a chat room.
The value has to be tangible. Okay, let's round out with a few more quick access options. Writing on platforms like Medium.
The Medium Partner Program, Vocal.media. You get paid based on how much people engage with your writing. It directly rewards consistency.
And what about user testing?
Oh, this is a great one. Companies are desperate for real feedback on their websites and apps. Platforms like User Testing or TryMay will pay you just to record your screen and your voice while you navigate their site and give honest feedback.
All you need is a laptop and an internet connection.
That's it. And don't overlook the beginner gigs, like social media moderator jobs you can find in Facebook groups, or simple translation work on Translators Cafe. The opportunities are everywhere if you look.
We have thrown a massive amount of information at you, but we have to shift gears now to the sober reality of the challenges.
We have to. You need a balanced perspective. The first challenge, and we can't stress this enough, the initial velocity is slow.
It's not a get-rich-quick scheme.
Not even close. The data shows online earnings build very slowly, over 6 to 12 months. And that's where most people quit. They think it failed, but the compound effect just hadn't kicked in yet.
The second challenge, and this is a big one, fake opportunities.
They're everywhere. You need a simple litmus test. The sources are definitive on this. If an opportunity promises earn big fast and asks you to pay an initial fee to get started,
It's a scam.
it is a scam. Real work pays you. You never pay for the privilege of working. And the third challenge is just the inevitable competition,
The barrier to entry is low, so the market is crowded.
which means your differentiation is everything. Your personality, your unwavering reliability, your hyper-niche focus. You can't just be a writer. You have to be a writer for tech startups based in Seattle. That's what sets you apart.
Okay, so if we synthesize everything we've covered, what are the absolute non-negotiables for someone starting today to actually succeed?
4 things drawn straight from the success stories. 1, value creation. Always focus on solving the customer's problem. 2, consistency. Just show up every single day,
Even when it feels like no one is listening.
especially then.
Yeah.
3, continuous learning. The market changes fast, so you have to keep improving your skills. And 4, patience. Understand that the growth curve is logarithmic. It's slow, and then it's sudden.
So, what does this all mean for you? The sources make it clear that this landscape rewards creativity, skill, and persistence more than ever before. If the traditional barriers of capital are gone, then the only limits left are your willingness to leverage your time and to learn.
And think about risk. We established the financial risk is gone, but we've substituted it with the risk of personal effort. So if learning is free and the market desperately needs value, does that mean the only investment you might be lacking right now is just the courage to consistently offer your expertise to the world?
That's a powerful thought.
So think about it. What is the one specific free skill you could start learning today that you could monetize by the end of this month? That's your next step.
That's it for today's episode of Wealth Hustle 247. Be sure to follow, like, comment, and share with others. Keep pushing toward your goals, and we'll see you in the next episode.